Good morning, everyone. I'm Mikael. Today I like to talk about Japan in post-World War II. How did Japan's economy recover after World War II? Relax and enjoy my presentation. After World War II, Japan would ever have to pay a mere $1.02 billion worth of goods and services spread out over many years were to the Philippines, Indonesia, Burma, and later South Vietnam. Although Japan is now best remembered for 2 decades of economic stagnancy, its post-war development plan can still serve as a model for emerging countries and economies recovering from crisis. In her opening speech, IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde affirmed that Japan's former Prime Minister Hayao Ikeda's vision was still relevant. Ikeda had observed in 1964 that the vital challenge which we all face, whether domestically or internationally, is to promote stable economic growth and reduce the disparity between the rich and the poor. Ikeda implemented market-friendly policies and ignited Japan's rapid economic growth. Japan's economic miracle is often perceived as the result of heavy government intervention, directed industrial policy, and mercantilism. Such a view is somewhat misleading. Instead, Japan's initial post-war boom was due to pursuing balanced budgets and market liberalization policies during the 1950s and early 1960s. As Japanese finance minister in 1949, Ikeda adopted a guideline proposed by Detroit Bank President Joseph Dodge. Ikeda policies balanced the budget, brought down inflation, fostered individual savings, and slashed export subsidies. When Ikeda became prime minister in 1960, he and pro-market senior advisor Osamu Shimomura implemented policies to further liberalize the economy. Sadly, Ikeda became ill and had to resign in 1964. Subsequent administrations tried to slowly rein in Japan's economy in the name of stable growth. Yet Japan continued to enjoy economic success throughout the 1970s due primarily to corporate-level innovation built on the foundation of Ikeda pro-market policies. There are 2 lessons from Japan post-war recovery. 1. For developed countries, many of which are now struggling, the government is not the right tool to encourage economic growth. The private sector most effectively allocates resources. 2. For emerging countries, as Japan was in 1949, free markets, free trade, and free choice are the best ways to expand the economy. Japan experienced in emphasizing the private sector in the 1950s and 1960s is echoed in the Heritage Foundation Index of Economic Freedom and the World Bank Doing Business 2013.